Hello, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? And I just saw a video with Snoop Dogg, bashing Roots, and I have a agree and disagreement with him. The agreement is I am tired of only seeing slave movies, and not about trying to rebel against the master with their head movies about that, not about us free people of color that I represent. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the field or the house. Okay, neither two. I'm the runaway and the runaway slave and the free man of color. Okay, that's the type of crowd I would deal with, not the folks. I would actually got the plantation. I would just cut my head off my own doggone self if I was on a plantation. Trust me, I would not want to be on. I asked the master to kill me. Okay, that would not happen. But the point is, he is actually right that they need to stop only showing slave movies. And if they're gonna show slave movies, can they show about the black Seminoles who actually, the black slaves escaped the plantation around South Carolina, like I went to Spanish Florida, mixed with the Seminoles, because I'm getting tired of being told that we're Native American mixture is not there because of distorted DNA tests, that they don't tell you that all DNA tests are not always accurate. One quick example was Jessica Alba. Oh, they say on Lopez, so she had her African roots with them big lips and wide nose. Dog, that was a lie. But when she was on Find Your Roots on PBS, the African DNA popped up on her daddy's side, her Mexican dad's side. Her mom was white. So she's mean, you know what I'm saying? He's Afro mestizo. Okay, so the point is, we use it as example, and also to look for African Americans or not African video where they show the AfricanAncestry.com. They not telling y'all that all DNA tests don't tell the doggone truth. It goes to what, 8 generations, 16 generations. It don't go with the whole generation. You know what I'm saying? Because we have millions of ancestors. Okay, so they only go a narrative to a certain generation, and the only DNA that doesn't change is from us men have the Y chromosome and the X chromosome, and I think the female have the X chromosome, something like that. And so that's why. So yeah, so that's why when they did that sister who's my complexion, the different DNA tests, they show that she brought on different tribes too. You know what I'm saying? On different DNA compass. Then too, they have another a revisit version of that video where they had showing that she was more French. Look like me with this complexion, with a wig on her head. I don't know if her hair naturally extremely curly, King Kill, well, we all don't look alike. And she was more French and less African Senegal. Okay, you know, Senegalese, wherever we go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so they don't tell you all DNA tests don't tell the truth. And I do believe they be distorted because I'm from Houston. We had that case down here when they had the criminal cases where HPD DNA lab was screwing up people's cases to the point that innocent people going to jail. So don't tell me people don't distort the DNA tests when they go in and they pick and choose what they want folks to be. I'm not stupid. It's another version of the blood quantum syndrome. Okay, but point is, they need to do a DNA. They need to do a story about African and Native American mixing and how the black Seminoles rebel against the white slave masters in Spanish Florida, where it's coming from the Carolinas and Georgia and other places, and then they beat the nose. They always hear Nat Turner, but they hear about the black Seminoles and black Seminoles escaping slavery, going through the Trail of Tears. When they went to Oklahoma, they tried the white folks and brainwashed Native Americans was trying to slave them too, so they had to go to Mexico, and the Mexican army defended when white slave masters in Texas tried to kidnap, trying to kidnap them, and the Mexican army actually beat the crap out of the white Anglo folks who in Texas who was trying to make slaves out of black Seminole people. And one of the leaders was Juan Cabello, and that's his name in Mexico. Translation: John Horace. That if they Hollywood ever picks me to play, I would love to play John Horace. Okay, they don't talk about those type of stories. They don't talk about the indigent service mixing with blacks, them being free. Like for example, Wanda Sykes. So her great grandma was a white woman. Whatever, the 16th grade was a white woman. Had a child with a slave. It was beaten with a bunch of lashes, but the child was considered free because of the condition of the mother. Because remember, the reason slave masters raped or either seduced black women or mixed race property black women was because of the condition of the mother. That was the origin of the one drop rule. Your mother was a slave. You was too. No matter your father was a free white man. Okay. That was the origin of the one drop rule, okay? So they don't teach about that, but they want to teach about how we get whipped and slave like it's an entertainment, and they go back to that race place thing that people they pay in interracial BDS stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is entertaining to those who like to see that, and y'all stupid to let white folks do that to y'all and claim that y'all love her, okay? You know what I'm saying? And as a person, I'm not getting interracial marriages. I mix myself, black, white, neighbor, just like Snoop is. DNA test proving that, and the historical show data that we mix with. But that's You know what I'm saying? I would never let a person that to me call me all type of, oh hell no, they would get slapped in the face. Anyway, point, I don't care if it is a woman, dog. Nobody gonna better call me that word. Speaking of that, the N word, to Snoop Dogg's bashing of the roots being shown on Memorial Day, which I'm surprised why Memorial Day, why not Black History Month or Juneteenth or something, which is next month. No, you use real niggas like us. Can you please? I know you're grown, you're almost 50 years old, but please refrain that word. I hate to have to tell people outside our community that not all of us refer to each other as niggas. I'm like educating a bunch of dumb grown folks who actually know that it's true. There's some of us, including myself, do not refer to myself as a nigga. That is a dirty, ugly, nasty, fucked up, stupid ass word that was used to make us feel low about ourselves for having one drop of American Cocoa Negro blood. Okay, so why would I, if I'm trying to be proud of striving my pride and being proud of my African roots, why would I sit here and refer myself a word that was used to hate me and beat me and knock me down, put me on the lower of those low? Okay, so can you please, Snoop Dogg, stop using referring to other people? Because yeah, I'm one of them folks who would not probably want to watch that on Memorial Day and then watch it on another day where I can actually see the video or see the movie without being angry. Okay, and one thing about me, when I do, yes, I do get angry at the slave masters, but I'm not agreeing at all white folks. All of us people white, by the way. But not only that, it's because some folks are dead. The only ones I'll be angry are the ones who practicing the same mess today. So if you're not the white folks who don't practice that white supremacy today, who don't engage in it, who trying to contribute to it, your anger, my anger does not go after you. But the ones who actually practice that mess, don't try to be friends in my face and then be enemy behind my back. I don't play that crap. You either a foe or a friend. I don't play frenemies, okay? So point is, once I find your friend, no matter what your color is, I do kick you out my doggone social area. And if you get hurt by me doing it, but hurt by it, trust me, I don't want, because I like drama. You know what I'm saying? I do have a, so forgive me, have a hatred for any enemy or any color, even those in my own family, okay? So point is, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Lord help me alone. And not these people here try to preach me to be a doormat in a forgiving way. I don't play that doormat interpretation of forgiveness. Point is, that's the reason why that I agree with Snoop Dogg, because I'm tired. I'm getting to the point that yes, you can show slave movies to show us what we went through. You know what I'm saying? But not constantly back to back. During that time, there were people of color who were free in Louisiana. Besides me being black and Native American, I have French Creole and Irish and English. There were French Creole color, dark and light, who had their own businesses. Okay, during that time, during antebellum time. Okay, who actually ran the town, who ran New Orleans. Can we talk about more about that? Who actually the founder of Chicago was a black French Creole man. Okay, can we talk about that? Can we talk about Marie Laveau? Oh, you know she practiced voodoo. Okay, that Creole sister was part of our history. I don't believe in voodoo, get me wrong. But can we talk about that type of stuff? Can we talk about other people of there was in time that their history is not being talked about? Can we talk about people in Mexico, Afro black people here in Texas who mix with Mexican women? Okay, excuse me, I'm talking about who married doing in the valley. They don't talk about that. Can we talk about Luis Gonzalez, who are black, Native American and Mexican, who was a slave, who escaped slavery, who did pass his white and then married a white man who did fight for slavery rights during the time while she was married to a white man, fought for women's rights as well. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about black, Indian, Native American people, Afro-Native American people who actually contribute to society? Okay, can we talk about those type of people? Can we talk about Christopher Isaacs, who's black and Native American? It's our history. That's why I celebrate 4th of July. A lot of folks won't celebrate 4th of July. I don't understand that Fred was against it, and I don't understand the Americans was against it because white folks are screwed. But excuse me, a partial black Native American and a partial black and Native American man, and Christopher Ashe, who was the first person to get shot during that war. That's the whole reason why I celebrate 4th of July. Even though I feel that America is a 3Ks, I put thumb down and a middle finger at it. That brother was fighting for for both of his people to have freedom, besides fighting for the white man's war. Okay. That's why he would participate in it, okay? He was the first one to get shot. Can we please talk about those type of issues? Can we talk about Frederick Douglass being free, okay? You know what I'm saying? And also mention his interracial marriage the second when we bring a mix in, but it has a lot to do with it. It brings a big audience, okay, to everybody engaged in, okay? So know about history. That's why our DNA is so mixed up, because I say it's for a reason. So folks of all people can know about our history, and so all we can relate to, because some of us have our something in us, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about when we mention bashing Thompson Yo's argument. When any model, any shade mention they mixed heritage, they were trying to get everybody, look, I'm representing all of us, okay? All of us that's in us, okay? When before my video about to be what's her name? Diana Mortar, when she won America's Top Model, when she was the first Latina, not the Puerto Rican chick that won. She's part Mexican, part black and Irish. She said, I represent a black girl, Mexican girl, Irish. You know what I'm saying? So if she did a story on her, which her grandma is part of history, because she ran from the United States and married a Mexican man during Jim Crow, while she was her grandmother, who was a painter. Okay, that's a history for there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so black and Irish and Mexican, Latino folks would look at this, woman and say, okay, we can all relate to this woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though some of us don't go to the same history, she's part of us. You get my point? So they don't talk about those type of topics, but when they talk about us being beaten, call our type of niggas and boy and everything, it gets to be ridiculous. So, but at the same time, Snoop Dogg, can you please stop using the word nigga?